I play Mia in Need for Speed Most Wanted. Make sure you do all your racing in the game. On the streets, drive safely and responsibly, and wear your seatbelt.
Wear your seatbelt. So, hello everyone. This is Need for Speed Most Wanted. I should not play this, maybe. And as a disclaimer, first, this is going to be a showcase. It won't be a real speedrun, just for the sake of it. It's a very long category. We're gonna cut a few things out just to show the game off. And as a second thing, this is not the optimal version. There are a few things that I can't really show. But hey, it's an old game, I just can't get every version running. Aside of me, I have Razor. It's gonna help me commentating.
Hello.
And yeah, and as I said, Need for Speed Most Wanted, the good one. The other one doesn't exist, but yeah.
At least we pretend it doesn't exist.
Okay, then. I'm ready. 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Let's do it.
Present day. We're gonna skip a cutscene. This one, we can't skip it. But this already shows up the game. After all that chill piano music, we're going right back into the business. Racing. Street racing. Against the cops. Ooh. With a nice BMW. It's quite legendary in the franchise, so this is where it originally came from. So if you'd like, or if you want to, I don't know, many people have much nostalgia with the game. I want to first be quiet and show you the BMW noise, because it's legendary. Because we're going on straight into the race. Ah, beautiful noise. And fade out. Ooh, intense moment. The prologue is more about lore and getting used to everything, showing you everything. We arrive at Rockport City and do some races first. If you want, Razor, you can talk about the story first, while I do the prologue races.
Do you like I should talk about the cutscene that you just skipped, or
pretty much everything about the lore and story of the game.
until now? Well, basically, since we're playing Most Wanted, it's kinda connected to Need for Speed Underground 2, and we arrive at Rockport, and with that fade out, we take a few days. We step a few days back. What happened before? And basically, what Zoo skipped before, we just meet Mia, that we also saw before in the intro, where she tells us to wear a seatbelt, and also meet our how do you say, not villain, like how do you call it?
Antagonist,
Sergeant Cross, who will try to chase us like all the time.
Nice pinstripe.
Exactly. And currently, we, as I said, we have gone a few days back, and we're currently racing against Ronnie with his cool bandana and his nice sunglasses.
Nice. Then we meet the rest of the crew, and now we're racing against Bull, who is... Bull and Ronnie are buddies of Razor, the actual number 15 on the blacklist that you may have seen in the beginning, where it faded out. And here we see the cops exist. Oh no, we just go fast. And that's basically the prologue. Just you arrive at the city since you left Bayview from Underground 2, arrive here. For some reason have a BMW M3 GTR. Le Mans edition, is it? Yes.
Yeah, just call them 3 GTR. Everybody knows.
Of course everybody knows
Not
it by
the
now.
street version, the race version, of course. Yeah.
And yeah. Now our next target is Rockport. This is the whole area or the whole city we are in right now. And just, I don't know, get on top of the blacklist. For now, I guess.
Yeah, first make yourself a name, building up reputation to challenge the 15th guy on the blacklist.
Well, look what
See, building reputation in winning races.
See how good you do in the daylight.
Let's see how good you do in the daylight. So for races, it's generally what you would expect. Just drive well, be fast, don't hit anything. There is traffic in this game. Don't hit walls. Sometimes it's the old Need for Speed. You can hit walls here, nothing happens. And maybe just do the perfect launch at the start to get a tiny boost and a better grip and everything. And that's the races for now. It's pretty basic. It's a race. What do you expect? I mean, there is a skip in the other version that I mentioned earlier. You can change in circuit races, in any circuit race. You can change the lap count and put it to any number you want, ideally to 1. It's a skip, it's a glitch. It got fixed in the version that I'm playing on. To be exact what I mean, I'm playing on 1.3 Black Edition. It's like the most actual, newest, in quotation marks, version. And it fixes many things that 1.2 has. And 1.2 is the speedrun version, but it's... I
Really
tried
hard
to get it
on.
work. Yeah, it's hard to get on and to get it working for some reason. Hey, old games, you know. So,
Good run. I like your style. Just make sure you watch your back with these guys, alright? See you around.
and there's Razor.
What's up, poser? I'm glad you're putting it down out there. I really am, because I can't wait to get a crack at that ride. What? Didn't anybody tell you? You gotta put your ride on the line to run against a blacklist racer, and that is why people aren't stupid enough to do it. I'll be waiting.
Present day. Challenging Blacklist Rival 15. We've seen this cutscene before.
How's your car?
Ah, there. That's here as well.
But
So yeah,
now we're
Blacklist race. Yes. Go on.
Didn't want to interrupt you.
No.
Well, what I wanted to basically say is like when we did the first race, we basically start in the middle of the race, and now it's different that we start the beginning of the race.
And don't forget, you put your car on the line to race against the Blacklist racer.
Sounds like a risky game.
So. But yeah, this is just flashback, maybe, to the very beginning. We have our nice BMW cruising through the city with 200 plus kilometers per hour. The usual. This is a BMW simulator.
I got him. Back on the Back up here. Code 6 party is separated, dispatch.
German Autobahn memes.
That's not a unit for containment. I lost him. I need a 1083.
We've seen this spot before.
Squad should be set up in the surrounding area.
Yeah, that's the point where we usually start.
Hey, there's something wrong with your ride. You left a huge oil slick at the start line. You have to end the race fast.
But this time no blackout and this happens.
We've just got sabotaged.
Oh no.
What a wonderful feeling.
Our car breaks down, Razor takes it, and now we're here. There's some law in between. We got caught by the police, we were in prison, and now we're out again. And thanks for having played Need for Speed Underground 2. We got some extra cash, 10,000. That's what the first races were for. And oh boy, luckily we got that, we can get the Golf. I hope you guys like German cars, because we're getting the Golf now. Normally you would start with only 30k there, but now we have 40 and we can get the Golf. Now we can talk football. Or not. Okay, we're going to go to the safe house now. This is basically the end of the prologue. Now it's just a bit more lore and then the real game begins. Because what happened, I don't know. I think I will skip the cutscene. So, Razor takes our car and becomes the number 1 on the blacklist. This is what gets told in this cutscene here.
So you found it all right. What do you think?
Yeah, what do you think? And we want to get our car back. So we have to start from the very bottom again, blacklist 15, to get to the top. So, and how do we do this? To challenge the blacklist racers, we have to complete certain targets. Race wins, milestones, and get a total bounty. I'm going to show the start, like the first race, to show you what the start is like. And then we'll skip to the ending, like I have something prepared for you style. Because as I said, it's normally a very long category. The way I would do it would take like 5 hours, maybe. This is a bit too long and it doesn't fit into my estimate. So we will put 5 hours later and just skip a bit. Because save files. And as I said, it's not a real speed run, or valid run, it's a showcase.
Eiko, thanks for the raid. And also Nimputs as well, thank you very much.
So yeah, this is the Golf at the beginning. And if you have to have some donations or anything else to talk about, you have a bit time for that now.
Yeah, no worries, I'll keep checking. No new donations yet, so I will just talk about what we're doing. Yeah, welcome everyone in. So, fastest first for the festival, which is this event. We're raising money for Trans Lifeline. So, Trans Lifeline does micro grants and a micro grants program that offers grants for legal name changes, intensive name change packages like these, passports, immigration documents, and more. So that's one way out there supporting trans people. So to learn more about that, go to www.translifeline.org/microgrants. Do so since 2014. Trans Lifeline's online is entirely volunteer operation into a comprehensive resource that employs trans people working in variety of roles. Everyone there is a trans person. Raises 1,000 hours assisting the trans community. Committed to being a reliable source of reliable resource. Your support. And yep, website for that again is www.translifeline.org. Yep, don't forget to go all the subs and bits go towards that as well. And sorry, I'll try and be louder as well.
Okay, can I continue?
Yep, you may.
Okay, it's we finished that race by crashing into the wall just because it's faster to go into the tuning shop, and because of that race we have just enough money to get a spoiler. Yes, this game has aerodynamics, and our first engine upgrade. And here we have our car for the early game. So this would be the point, or this is the point, where I go to the save house and change the save file, because this car is slow and we need someone faster. So I just have this fella called PB here, and we just continue. And look, it's still the Golf and it looks the same. Yes, we use the Golf throughout the whole game. So this save file is set up to be starting right here. I have everything right at the point where I can challenge Ronnie. That name sounds familiar? Yes, it's the same as in the prologue. So let's just go for it. And Ronnie got a new car. For some reason he's like the only one that got a new one.
Yeah, Daddy Razor gave him some money, to spend on.
Maybe at this point I can explain why we keep the Golf. Around the minimap on the bottom left, you see a flame with a number next to it. That's our heat meter. And by the way, look at the difference of the Golf. You see it at the start, look at it now. It's a bit faster. The first reason is because of the heat meter. You need it for the pursuits, but I will talk about the pursuits in depth a bit later, since we have to do them here. And the second reason is the game is built in a way that you can buy different performance upgrades and especially the Junkman parts. You can make every car really fast. And luckily the Golf is, I think someone told me, the fastest car in the game, and you can get it at the very beginning. Plus some extra stats that the Golf has that are really good. Like it's very heavy and stuff, which normally would be bad, but we need it here. So yeah, we just keep the Golf throughout the whole game in any percent. If we would do 100%. Okay, nice flip.
What to say?
Then
being drunk again.
Oh yeah, I was. Yeah, okay, I can talk about that as well. But yeah, and 100%, there's one point where you can change your car. Some people do that there. It's maybe preference. I don't really know.
But usually, when you would change the car, you would lose time.
Yeah, usually you would lose lots of time. And also, you can't really make something on the paint and anything as well, since that would also lose time. But that's again because of the heat. And yeah, as mentioned earlier, this race, I don't know why, Ronnie likes to get stuck. I mean, he got unstuck and he's catching up again. Rubber banding for the win. You all know it. But hey.
But hey, we'll maybe see the same Ronnie being drunk moment again.
Sounds good.
But he likes to do that very often. For some reason in that tunnel. Always there.
Yeah, after I leave the tunnel, that turn in there somewhere.
We've also got some more. Got some donations to read out. So just let me know. Just give me a prod when.
Yeah, you have time. This is just a race.
Okay, cool. So yeah, we have had some donations in, and thank you so much for all your help. First one we have is it's by Savage Wizrobe, and that's $20. Comment is we got a red rupee, bracket 20, but it won't fit in my wallet now, so let's put it back to a cause that saves lives. And he's chosen what he wants to do. They said they want to put it towards naming opponent to Owona, so that's the OWO opponent. And good luck to all the runners. Nice. That's pretty cool. Green. That's good. And then after that we had another dono from Rainbow Crash 621, $5. It says, hey Sil and Razor, good luck and lots of fun with the golf. We're saying, get that sweet BMW back. And then the dot with a 3 and then beat boot. Mark that as red as well. And last but not least, we have Sabera as well. Donation of $40. I'm not sure if it's going towards a particular goal or anything, but if it is, just let us know and we can allocate that properly. But otherwise, thank you very much for the $40. Much appreciated. And thanks for the raids as well. Really, really cool, guys. Cheers. And yeah, back to slide. So.
Yeah, thanks everyone for donating. Whoa. That was close. And time for the fun part. There are a few spots in the map where these, I don't know how you call it, hairpin turns or whatever. And especially the golf likes to flip around there. On the way up and on the way down. Maybe we will see it later as well. There are a few times I have to get through these.
It's not only the golf. Not only the golf. It can nearly happen to you with any car.
Okay. But let's say I've only seen the golf in there for recent time.
I mean, you won't be fast.
Also, if anyone wants to know or is interested in what the other cars are that people switch to, it's either the Lotus Elise or the Porsche Carrera GT. So maybe even still another German car. Or Lotus is English, right?
Yeah, Lotus is English, yes.
Yeah, or English car.
Tiny but hella fast.
And finish with the jump. That car can fly. And on to the last one. Another circuit one. You might have seen this track before. It's the same as the first one, just in reverse and one last lap. And for some reason, Ronnie doesn't get stuck on this one, just on the other way. Maybe because his car is too fast. But our Golf is faster.
I was about to say, that shouldn't be a problem for Golf.
I think I just jumped over that, at least it looks like it.
Yeah, that looked weird.
Trying to take the turns good. We also have a tool for sharp turns or something, the speed breaker. It's the orange line around the speedometer in the bottom right. It just makes the time go slow, like a real Matrix moment. The green bar is my nitrous, by the way. It fills itself up, unlike in many other games. Hot Pursuit. I've played it a lot recently, okay?
Wait, no, Pursuit, it fills itself up.
Let's not talk about that right now. It's not the right game.
Should
Anyways,
I explain?
yeah, first I want to. Yeah, okay, then you explain it.
Okay. Basically, when you hit it, time gets low. I would say it's like how do you say it? It's like slow-mo. And what it basically does is your car gets a hell lot of grip. It can save you in a lot of moments, and especially a lot of speedrunners or casual players use it like when you accidentally drive around and cannot really avoid a pedestrian that is right in front of you. You hit the speed breaker to. It also makes you like how much heavier? I would say
An
like
amount.
5 times heavier. Yeah. So you don't get slowed down that much, and the pedestrian like flies away immediately. But yeah.
Okay, no, I missed it. Whatever. Okay, now, very important. Normally I would ask for... you will see. We've beaten Ronnie. As you can see, we've beaten Ronnie. Defeated. Now, very important. This is a PC only trick and it didn't get fixed, and I hope I don't mess it up because it's very difficult. Because we just click here and we've beaten Bull. You would wonder, in a linear game where you just go through the ranks, how can you skip a boss? Just like that. And now we can pick some markers. We will pick the performance upgrade just to show you. This is how you get the junkman parts. I forgot to ask about the bonus marker, so I just picked this one. And we got the opponent's car. Way. Nice. And next up is Blacklist 1. And how does it feel? Number 2 on the blacklist. Time for our last upgrade. And now our car is fully maxed out, like completely. And we are off to go. To show you how you normally would do progress throughout the whole game. Let's go.
Long, painful run. Until we can challenge our opponent.
A bit wonky driving. What do you expect? But yeah, this is how you would normally progress throughout the game. Winning races, getting milestones, getting bounty, and then challenge the blacklist racer. So this is the speed breaker. Stop, hammer time. I think I did it too early. A bit too early. Normally I don't use it in races, just to show it once. But the speed breakers are very useful in another spot. And you will see it.
We've had a few more donations come in if it's a good time.
Sure, go for it.
Yeah, so we've had another one in from Sabera, $15. The comment is, don't tell me $15 fine. Okay. And yeah. Also got another donation from Cabo Crow as well, $5. It says, I greet the Deer Dragon and the Deer Hybrid. Have a nice showcase, boys. Nice little smiley face there as well. Nice. Just to let you guys know, that is the bid wars that's going on at the moment. The next one coming up is for the event after this one, which is for Twilight Princess. So we've got the file name bid war, You can pick whatever it is, up to 8 characters. At the moment in the lead, we've got a Woo with $55, Bro with $50, Kinda Sus with $10. So if you can beat that, then you can decide what file name you want it to be. And the other one for Twilight Princess is also the choose a owner name as well. Maximum 8 characters. So $25 in the lead is Don't Know Woo, and the other one for $20 is Epoona with the Owo face. So there's that. There's also another bid war for Axiom Verge as well for Speedo or no Speedo outfit. No bids on that yet. And also in terms of the bills we've got, I've already raised $50 out of the $250 for the Super Mario Galaxy 2 upgrade to Perfect Run. And then there's another one for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe as well, Flower Cup bonus run, and $250 for that. Go. Besides that, yeah, keep donating. Thanks for all the donations so far, and yeah, back to the run. Woo.
Thank you all. So this is our first knockout race. It's basically what you would expect. It's a circuit race, but after every lap, the current last place gets eliminated from the race. And also, by the way, I think I reached my top speed there. The top speed is 386, or rather 85, 86. It always jumps around when you reach that. I don't know how much that are in miles per hour, but I can tell you it's fast.
Sounds fast to me.
And normally a Golf is not supposed to reach that much of top speed, I think.
Nope, normally.
Even though it's a Golf GTI, it's a Sport Edition, I think. But then I'm not that into cars, I just play car game, so...
Yeah, this game does bring back some really nice memories for me. I played this a lot on the original Xbox, and it is such a good game. I love the visuals, the interface, everything. It's just really, really cool. But
It's just so sad that we miss so many of those wonderful cutscenes.
yeah, the handcrafted all that acting. All that
I mean, trashy back then, but it's still a classic and everybody loves it.
yeah.
You will see what he meant with trashy and a classic.
Well, in my opinion, still a better story than some other racing games where I'm like, boy. Totally not necessary.
And also you can't hear the very good soundtrack for obvious reasons.
We
But,
don't want to DMC get it. We don't want to get DMCA'd.
Yeah, but there are some very well-known classics
Yes.
involved in here.
Headbangers in there. Definitely.
Yes. Disturbed. I don't know the rest. I haven't listened to the soundtrack for a long time. Or rather, looked at the names of the tracks.
Well, if you would play them, you would still recognize them. Maybe
Yes.
not by the name, but still you would know them. I mean,
The only
what other-
one I can name is Disturbed with Decadence or something. And that there's one track called Hand of Blood, and that's it.
Yeah, there's also Avenged Sevenfold, which
Yeah.
should also be very, very known. And you mentioned
And there's Prodigy as well.
yes,
Even
will be on
Avenged
our list.
Sevenfold as well.
yes, and Bullet for My Valentine. That's what you
Yes.
probably meant with Hand of Blood.
Might be.
And a lot of Self-Weller songs, and
And quite a few original songs as well.
sharp turn. The problem with this map in general is it's really bumpy. Sometimes you might not really know what's behind a corner, or especially off-road, it's really bumpy there. Sometimes, really, when you just get one tire off the road, you feel it. The car can flip for no reason. Or even when the sidewalks as well. This is sometimes it's just physics, you know, they exist. Also, I forgot something when I was talking about. Aerodynamics exists, by the way. Aerodynamics +5.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. Rainbow Crash, there's so many good soundtracks on a lot of the Need for Speed games, and yeah, kind of goes back to games of that kind of era, like games like FIFA. Tony Hawk as well has some really good music, but yeah, I love good music in games. It's just so good.
2 and 7 are the ones I'm not doing. Okay. Next up, this is a toll booth race. Personally, I really like them. They are just a form of time trial. You could say you are just alone against the clock. Going from toll booth to toll booth. Blah. Speaking is hard. And nothing else is really going on. They're really quiet. It's just you against the clock, as I said. So nothing really else to worry about.
But you're still very chilly. Either against the AI, which is not sometimes very chilly.
Especially in a certain type of race. Or maybe two. But you will see them. You will see them. But this would be a good time for donations or something again.
Yeah.
And also questions. Ask questions in the chat. We are looking there.
Yeah, if you've got any questions about the game or about anyone of us, please hit us up in the chat and we'll read those out for you. In the meantime, let me just go back and have a look at this event that we're running. So if you want to know more about our team, Team Fastest Furs are a group of furry speedrunners dedicated to building a strong community using our powers for good. Our community is welcoming and open to all. We're currently hosting 2 charity speed marathons per year. For more information, join us on our Discord by using the command Discord in the chat. Yes. And about the charity we're working with. Yep, so for those of you that don't know, this is the Fastest Furs Fall Festival, and we are raising money for Trans Lifeline. Trans Lifeline's hotline is a peer support service run by trans people for trans and questionable callers. Their operators are located all over the US, all over Canada, and they are all trans-identified. If you find yourself in a bit of a crisis or you just need someone to talk to, like a shoulder to cry on, do feel free to visit www.translifeline.org/hotline to learn more about the organisation. Around since 2014, employing volunteers, helping people out with the phones, so they are very, very good cause, and we do appreciate all your donations and everything. Having a comment that says the game is a little bit loud. You might be able to fix that, maybe I need to speak up. I don't know. We'll see. Question from Trixie Fox. Is Need for Speed your favourite driving game? And if not, what is? And if so, are there any other driving games out there that compare on that same kind of level?
My personal opinion is Need for Speed is pretty much the only racing game that I played, especially Most Wanted and the 2 games around it, Underground 2 and Carbon. That was pretty much the only real car racing experience that I had until recently Hot Pursuit Remastered, that I'm currently playing a bit much.
Okay.
So this is just the classic case of this is a childhood game of mine and I'd like to play it, and some I have played it a lot in the past, and that's why I'm playing it right now.
Sounds like a good enough reason to me.
And Razor here plays every racing game, so if you have any question about any racing game, ask him.
Hey, I'm not a Vicky, but I will try my best.
You know by heart what cars are in what game. So yeah, as I said, that's the normal progression, and that's also a reason why I do the save file thing. Because you would still go, even though you can skip bosses, you would still have to do the half of it. Or maybe a bit more than the half. How many do you need to do? Math, I think 8 or something. And these are a lot of races, a lot of cop chases, and the cop chases are real RNG. So they can go really wrong, and I hope that it won't be the case here. Because I'm really scared of them. They can really hurt.
Yeah, after you saw what happened to me. It's really sometimes the game is very nice to you, and sometimes the game is like, no. I'm gonna be brutal. You're gonna get busted right here.
Exactly.
Even
And
if I have to
especially,
use
yes. And especially since we are playing at the heat level 5 or now 4, we are heat level 4.5 because of the save file thing. It has some decay when you close the game. It's weird, but there's nothing I can do about it, so I have to deal with it. But on heat level 5, the cops are really strong, and if you do the slightest mistake, you can instantly get busted, and you can do nothing about it.
Yeah, I've had that where I get stuck sometimes, and there's just no way to get out, and you just get instantly locked up. It's,
That or the spike strips.
Yeah, spike strips. Yeah, I remember that.
But more about that in a little bit, since we are almost done with the racing segment and closing into the cop segment. But you wanted to say something, sorry?
Yeah, we had a few questions come in. One of them is a request from Cabona Dito is saying, will you show us some cutscenes later? Smiley face.
Cutscene? Yeah, one cutscene will be played. It has to be for the meme validation.
Sounds good. And Rainbow Crash 61 is asking, can you explain the differences of the different heat levels? I think you did touch on that a little bit.
Let's do that when we are at the pursuit part.
Okay.
But I can start doing it now for a little bit. But they're basically, in the normal game you have 5. In the Black Edition you have 7. Or rather, you will see what I mean. But they get unlocked throughout the game. And it just means what you expect. You start at 1, and every heat level makes it a bit harder. There are more cars around you, or rather more cop cars. You get more bounty though for anything in pursuit. And for each heat level the cops have different strats, but you will see it when we are there, even though you will only see 4 and 5. And I'm hitting so many civilians right now. I shouldn't do that. Don't do that. Don't try that at home. Hitting a civilian with, I don't know how fast I am.
Not good for your health and not good for your wallet. Please don't.
No.
I mean, here it doesn't hurt, as you can see. The car is perfectly fine and intact. Nothing happened. Not a single scratch.
Of course.
The good old do what you want. Need for Speeds. And now it's time to get wonky in many ways, because I think I know my game very well. I think this should be the spot where everything can behave a bit weird. Because we're gonna... How many wins do I have? I have to check that real quick. 5. Okay. Yeah. It's time to get weird. Because we're gonna get to our first speed trap race. And Razor, if you want to talk about the speed trap races.
I may do that right now. Well, basically, this is the most fun experience in this game.
Nice.
Since how should I say it? Well, basically, you have those speed traps, and you have to go through as fast as possible. And Zero is probably gonna be in the first place most of the time, but as we will see soon, the AI will start to rubber band like really much. And the thing is, it's not the goal to be at the finish line first. It is the goal to have the highest amount of speed that you go through the speed traps. And since the AI is rubber banding, it's mostly the case that the AI is like a few hundred kilometers per hour faster than you. So even if you were first at the finish line, the AI was faster than you, and that makes you like the second or third place. And if the RNG does not go that well and the AI starts to rubber band like a real freaking lot, yeah, you can do this like 1 or 2 times again.
Yep.
It's like hell for speedrunners and casual players. Like the least favorite race that you want to pick.
Yeet. The most noticeable, it might be speed traps that are right around corners, where I can normally reach around 180 there, top, and through the rubber banding, the AI can get with 300 through there and nothing happens. And that can hurt quite a lot. You see on the minimap, when the green arrows that are the AI enemies, when they are not on the spot of the map, it might get tricky. And the further they are behind, the harder they can rubber band. So, yeah, fun. I mean, the concept is okay, but the execution is a bit... yeah.
A bit too much. They did the rubber banding way too high in this event. Like, it's really strange. In the other races, it's kind of fine. Like, they don't catch up that much, but in this event, it gets ridiculous.
Okay, and now let's begin with the fun. The last few races I won't do right now for a reason, because... No, wait, I can do one. Let's get the corpse into the boat, since we need them now. We're gonna go back to the safe house and start a race from here. That has a reason. Not this one though, that's one of the longest races in the game. This one. There are some races where the cops can spawn in. And and it works like that. Sometimes you hear a radio call, and at that point the cops start spawning. It doesn't guarantee that they are spawning, but from that point onward they start to spawn. And we can manipulate that by starting a race from the safe house At exactly 37 seconds, it might be, I don't know how much time I had when I started. You might be seeing it right now. There it is. And that means now they are spawning, and we want that, since it's good to have the cops spawning in a race. Since this already counts as a pursuit, but you don't get any benefits from that, except that you have many cops around you. And that's good.
I can take that. Are you gonna generate a file on this?
Let's just hope that we have to, that we get into a chase here, but it's very likely since it's a rather long race. Also, this is one of the races where the bonus time is really nice to you. Also on the top you see the marker. When it's orange, it's a speed trap. When it's green, it's a cop. Just so you know. But yeah, back to the timing. You get bonus time by reaching a toll booth in time. Oh, there's the chase. And in this one, if you are doing it well, you can get well than 2 minutes plus on the end time. Except if you have the water, if you hit a water bucket there. But let's see.
Containment to be set up at 10 block radius. Have a firm date.
There he is. I see him. Got him covered. Go 3.
Okay. So since we are in a pursuit in a race, that means we can collect cop cars around us. And they won't really harm us as well. They can bust us, but they won't do any strats like roadblocks and stuff. We are just in a high-speed pursuit. We won't get any bounty from that. Our heat meter in the bottom left is only rising very, very slow. Like not even close to the normal rate. And we just have to hope that they stick to us.
Remaining units be advised vehicle went
Because
heading east.
it would help.
Interchange. Containment is to include immediate
It wouldn't be too bad if it doesn't happen in this one, but in the future once it's just in our advantage. Also, I just realized I shouldn't have done this race first, but whatever. Don't punch me! My golf is feeling flippy today, and I don't like it.
Code 6 may have gotten away. Stand by. Suspect lost. Repeat, suspect lost. Get units ahead to canvass the area.
And that's the first thing of cop manipulation we have in here. There are a few more ways we can play with the AI of them, which gets it use, or may not gets it use, depending on how well everything goes. But let's just win this race first. You have a bit of time to talk about donations or anything.
12. Give me a situation report when you can.
By the way, are you going to do another race after that, or are you gonna keep on doing the cops? This race.
After this race, I will start with the milestones.
Okay.
Oh yeah, so far we have raised $923 for charity, which is really, really good. And we're about maybe halfway through day one, which is really, really good. Just to let you guys know a little bit about the charity, this is the fastest first full festival, and we are raising money for Trans Lifeline. And since 2014, Trans Lifeline's hotline has evolved from entirely volunteer-run operations into a comprehensive resource employing trans people working in a variety of roles. Hotline operators have logged thousands of hours assisting the trans community and are committed to being a reliable resource for years to come with your support. So every donation really, really helps. So please do it. And we have some amazing goals and amazing little prizes give out as well. Spelled it wrong.
Didn't get the 2+.
Yep, and don't forget, if you do donate, do include your Twitch username so we know who you are, and do let us know what you want to put the money towards as well, and let us know what comments you want us to read out as well. And if you have any questions from me and the speedrunners, please do feel to ask those. And yep, thank you, Blaze. That's the list of prizes, so have a look, and depending on how much you donate, you get entered into a prize fund. So do have a look and check out those cool prizes. Right, back to Syl.
Okay. This is the case when you have a pursuit while you're in a race. It continues afterwards, but as you've seen, nothing counted except cost to state, and that easily gave us this milestone that said escape in under 2 minutes, which we easily did there, because it was at 000. Okay. Now, since we just got out of a cop chase, we have some cooldown. That means there won't be any cops spawning rather soon. Traffic is getting strong here. I can talk about it in the next race. But now we are going to get some speed traps. There are some normal speed traps as well. That counts as a real milestone. And if we do it well, I will get 3 in one go now. Number 1. And all these 3 that I try to get count towards Razor, or rather the number 1 that we are currently getting progress for. So the next one is right down here. I shouldn't have hit that car, maybe? Gonna get close. Come on, Golf. I haven't gotten it a single time in practice, so please be nice. Nah, it wasn't nice. So I have to do the drive of shame. And that is the third one. 2 out of 3, it's okay. The second one is really hard. So yeah, all these 3 speed traps that I just passed count towards Razor. And that's good. So that means we only need to do 2 pursuit milestones, since we need 5. And here's 3 speed traps. Math. Let's try and get this one this time, even though the traffic might be a bit strong and sun as well. Okay, we got it. And now, since we are free, we can continue to do races. And since I mentioned traffic, I will talk about it now. The game has some progressive difficulty. Since it's not only getting harder by throwing more aggressive cops towards yourself or having to deal with faster cars, it also makes the environment harder, and that means the traffic. There will be maybe not necessarily more traffic, but the cars are way heavier and bigger. Like at the very beginning, you pretty much only see these small family cars. And the further you progress into the game, you have some garbage trucks, you have these pickup trucks. Like the pickup trucks are the heaviest and biggest obstacle. Come on. Also, funny prison. It could have been worse. Okay, the pickup trucks are maybe the heaviest cars you have in the early game on traffic, but later on you get these garbage trucks, the construction trucks, the fire trucks, and some.
Oh, I love that bit with all those gaps.
And some how do you call it? Some big trucks like that are carrying cars or logs.
Oh, transport vehicle.
Yeah, transporters. You have them on the road as well. And if you ran them, you go into a full stop. And these are only spawning later on into the game. And especially in races, final races, they really like to spawn there. So why is the... Okay, now, since we got in a cop chase, in a race with AI, you see, it's weird. When you look at on the minimap, you saw some cops, these are these blinking arrows on the minimap. Some of them might chase the AI. And that's bad. Because they still spawn around yourself, or rather around you, but you see that they try to get to the AI.
Right.
That's... And also some timers may get weird, but... Don't do that. I want to get past you. Thank you. But I don't really... Oh, do I want this chase right now, or do I not want to? No, I don't want to. We restart the race, we lose all progress. Never mind, they are lying. We don't lose any progress from that. It still counts that we won. I should have jumped directly to the same files. Oops. So let's check on the checklist. Did I get every race so far? Yes, this should be our last one. And now I want it to be a chase. I just wanted to show off that you can skip the pursuit by doing that. There are a few spots in the game where you abuse the fact that you can restart the race and it counts. As you've seen, if you get into a chase and you don't want it, you just restart the race and it's gone. And there's one time where you lose all your heat after a race, and that's bad, since it loses a lot of time. You can also use it there and have all your heat back. So many civilians, I don't want this. A red Volkswagen. She said it. Volkswagen. But now that we got into a pursuit, we should be safe. But now the biggest problem is we need to get back to heat level 5. Normally, I would have already done that. Or rather, I wouldn't have need to do that at all. Because, as I mentioned earlier, there's some decay if you change save files. But we need to get to heat level 5, and the reason for that is the last milestone that we need to get, or rather that we get for Razor in any percent, says that we need to collect 850,000 bounty in a single chase. And since we are getting chased by so many cops, we just go through that and through that. Oh, maybe. Oh, I missed. They didn't use it. Use some pursuit breakers, as they are called, since they instantly destroy any cop cars around that, and that gives a lot of bounty. Didn't went as well as I thought, but now we're gonna have a long pursuit. And pursuits are fun. Or not, if the AI doesn't want to chase me. Coming. Not you. This one.
The pursuit curse. When you don't want
Yes.
them, you get them. When you want them, you don't get them.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you can force start pursuits by just saying so, but the problem is you only start with one cop car, and you'll have to slowly ramp up the chase. So that's why you want to start chases in a race.
Like,
No,
I
you-
mentioned that. Should I mention it? Like that we are in heat level 5 right now?
Yes, it just updated, and now we can talk about what the heat levels do in pursuits in general, since now I have to concentrate. Because heat level 5 is brutal.
Yeah.
Good. I will not mention the cooldown time since I don't remember that correctly, but what I can mention is like with each heat level the cars will change, and also the stuff that they are going to use will change. So basically at heat level 1 we will have normal cop cars, like they basically look like a Ford Crown Victoria, but it's not, but you get the thing. And in heat level 2 we have the same cars but in black. So these are the undercover cars from that first heat level cop car variant.
And it starts doing roadblocks.
Yeah, and they start to do roadblocks.
That's the fun part.
And if we still didn't get stopped, they're gonna send in heat level 3, which is basically the Pontiac GTO. And they also will start to use sending rhinos onto you. Was it
Yes.
Was it in heat level 3? Yes.
Yes.
Roadblocks and rhinos. Rhinos are like the big SUVs that will do kamikaze moves onto you, like
Knock you out, yeah.
yeah. And if still that doesn't stop you, they're gonna go in heat level 4, which we had before. That is like the undercover cop car of the Pontiac GTO, and they also start to use spike strips. And if you go through these, you definitely know that this chase is gonna be over real quick.
Yeah.
So you don't want to drive over those.
Yeah. Unless you're really
I almost did that.
I think also in heat level 4 they start sending helicopter. Was it in heat level 4?
Yes.
Yes. And it's sometimes pretty random what he does. Like, sometimes there are places that we just saw where he spawns in a roadblock. Sometimes he smashes.
Don't spawn in front of me. Don't spawn in front of me. Let me get through that.
Sometimes
more.
oh
no,
they
that's-
want to tackle you.
That's dead. Okay, we're
And-
still alive.
If oh boy. And if that still doesn't
That is
stop
the
you,
worst
they-
scenario. When you get
what we currently have is like heat level 5, and they will send a Corvette C6 with nitrous, and there's gonna be a lot of them, and they will try everything possible to stop you, like helicopters, a lot of spike strips, a lot of rhinos. And yeah, as we just saw, that is really a problem.
That's really a problem. Oi, 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 oi.
That was a really good escape.
These are a mess. These really are a mess. Especially since you have to force a backup here. And backup means you're getting loads of cops spawned on you. Especially on heat level 5. As you've seen, the whole map full of them.
Yeah, pretty much all cops everywhere.
But very lucky that you got out of there.
Yes.
That could
I
have
really thought I was gone there. Oh, I don't like it.
That's the game only to you.
Also, as you've seen, when going through a roadblock, I use the speed breaker since, as we've mentioned, it makes your car heavy as hell. And especially the Golf, since it's one of the heaviest cars, and that's why I said that it's good that it's heavy, since it's good for the pursuits. If we would use the Elise here, also I hit the chopper with that one, with that donut. If we would use the Elise, we would just getting played like a ping pong ball, and that's not good.
Yeah, the Lotus is basically pretty lightweight, and even with the game breaker, it's pretty difficult on breaching through these roadblocks. So, yeah, mostly it's a safer choice, in my opinion, to stay with the Golf.
We're safe.
Pretty intense, eh?
Yes. Also, if you want to know, sorry to interrupt you. If you want to know how much bounty my chopper gives, 1 per heat level. So, plus a bit more. The 6 is only the chopper. 6. Okay, fine. So
I
we
was
got
just,
everything now, and our race between Razor and me
I
is
was
locked.
just reading some of the comments. Firebird says, get to the chopper. Oh, you're hiding. Nice.
And there we are.
That's a good bounty.
Golf against BMW. Let's go.
That's what we've been waiting for.
Yes. And we're very good on time. So, Razor is the only boss that has 5 races. For some reason, every boss up until I think 5 has 2 races, and 5 to 2 has 3, and then Razor just has 5. Why not?
Because he doesn't want to beat you. Because he wants that you cannot beat him.
Yes.
He wants to make it as difficult as possible.
That's why a drag race is in there, and that's the second one. And drag races are fun as well. No, there aren't. But you will see it shortly. But I can start talking about them already. Drag races are basically, they are very short, like the normal drag race. And you don't have to steer, but you have to manually shift. And also, you are not allowed to hit a single car. Because you can instantly total it and lose the race at the same time. I mean, we can restart it, but it's still not good. But you will see it in a second. This race isn't too long. Ah, come on, why are they always coming around the corner? Also, spoiler, after we beat Razor we get our BMW back, but it's way worse than the current car that we have. The Golf is way better than it. But yeah, time for the drag race. Drag races go by a pattern, and I hope I can do it first try, since the controls may not like it sometime. So let's try to do it. I think here,
basically,
yes.
they go by pattern, but still the traffic likes to spawn right in front of you to screw you over.
And sometimes the car just says, you're on this line. No, I want to change the line now.
Yeah,
Even without you doing anything.
that's why it's sometimes a bit safer to use Crash Breaker in it. Speed Breaker.
Speed breaker. But
Yeah.
we're through that, and it's all good. The rest should be smooth sailing.
Also, we have a donation that's coming as well.
Yes.
It's someone called Razor, actually. They've donated $5. They're saying, ready to donate another car to the Razor Fund, baby. It's go time.
Yes.
To make sure Razor doesn't win.
That is
Thank-
actually
thanks
the
so
thing that he... Yeah, thank you. That's actually the thing that Razor said in the cutscene right before this first race. I think, is it? Yes.
Yeah, he
And I
said
hit another
that
truck.
at this race that you're currently doing, the cutscene before.
Gotcha.
Ready to donate another car to the Razor Fund, baby? It's go time.
And also, me hitting the truck there, that's what I meant with heavy traffic. And it's... Especially... If you look at the map or at the streets that I'm going, it's bumpy, sharp turns, and sometimes there can be a vehicle right behind it, and you don't even know.
Don't give me those Need for Speed Underground flashbacks. Like every Need for Speed title likes to do that a lot. Like when you're having the perfectly raced line around the corner and then immediately pedestrian spawns and like, hey, how may I ruin your race today?
how dare these civilians just going on with their business?
Yeah.
That is also a thing in the lab glitch that I was talking about earlier. You can also turn off the traffic there. But as I said, I can't do that here.
Since we are playing 1.3 instead of 1.2.
Yes.
But only the lab glitch and another glitch that you can do at the last race. That makes the difference. But everything else is like the same.
Yes.
I mean, the boss glitch still exists.
Boss glitch
For
still
some
exists.
reason.
I mean, it's PC only, so maybe that's why they never thought about fixing it.
Yeah.
And especially PC mouse only. You have to use the mouse to do that.
Right.
But since the next one is a circuit race, I can talk about the other glitch or the other thing that got patched. The other thing that got patched is an out of bounds. You don't expect there to be an out of bounds in this game. But there is, or rather there was. Two, in fact. One in the last race of Razor. My game tapped out. Okay, cool. I don't know why. What was I saying? Yeah, it's still running. For
Okay,
me?
good.
Is it still on?
Yeah. It was like
Yeah.
for a moment.
Yeah, it got a bit choppy.
Oh, got a heart attack right there.
Is it still? Yeah, I did as well. If it would crash now, I would have to start the boss fight all over.
Oh dear.
All 3 races that I did so far. I mean, the ones that I did before that are rather short, but still not good. So, out of bounds, yes. There were out of bounds in the game. One in the final race, where you can just leaf through these light arrows on the side and skip a good chunk of the track. But only in this one, for some reason. But that got patched. And another out of bounds that you can pretty much do every time, but it's only useful in one spot, where you can just escape the map completely. You can literally leave the map and go under it.
Wow.
Or rather over it, or wherever you want. So, yeah. Also, this one is the most intense Razor race, at least in my opinion, because this is the only time where Razor is using a shortcut that you just saw there. And since it's a circuit race, plus rubber banding, you are never really safe from him. So, that's in my opinion. I mean, it seems like he got stuck somewhere, but you will see him being
facing the wrong way. But
yeah. But you will see him back on my tail in just in moments, maybe.
Yeah. As soon as he appears out of there. It's taking a while.
So yeah, that can happen.
Well,
if we are very lucky, the AI can get stuck because of the rubber banding that happens. I mean, you can't really see it except on the distance meter on the very top. On the top right, where it always switches between the name and the distance.
Oh yeah.
And as you see...
Yeah, he's getting closer now, yeah.
Yeah, he was like 700 meters behind a moment ago.
Yeah.
But it's a long one, and maybe the last time you have time for some donation for this run, or to
yeah,
plug
that's-
anything, so
Yeah,
go for it.
Look, I know we have another run after this one. Let's have a look. No donations, so let me have a look. Yeah, let people know about some stuff. So, yeah, when making a donation, be sure to check out our incentives and bid wars, help unlock bonus games and cool runner showcases, or put your own personal stamp on the run. You can see all our active incentives and their progress on the donation page under drop down. And did you also know all revenue from Twitch subs and shared bits received during Fastest Fairs Fall Festival will be donated to Trans Lifeline? Grab yourself some sweet PB motes now, and don't forget to check and see if you have a free Twitch Prime sub available too. Yeah, so if you've got Twitch Prime, click the little sub button, and it's absolutely free to you, and you can get the little emotes and stuff. So be sure to take a look at that. Bidding wars we have going on for Twilight Princess, which is going to come up very, very soon. We've got file name bid war, 8 characters. Currently in the lead is a Woo with $55, Bro $50, and Kinosus $10. And also the naming of Epona looks like it's possibly going to be Don't a Woo for $25 or Epona for $20 with that nice little oh well emote. So we've got that going on. We've also got some other goals later on today as well. Some money towards the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe goal as well, which is pretty cool. And we've also got $50 towards Super Mario Galaxy 2 as well. Yeah, doing pretty good so far. We're only halfway through day one, and we've already got $928, which is really good. So keep those coming. Don't forget to check out all our stuff. Yeah, look forward to everything that this event has to offer. And yeah, back to you.
Also, if there's any question, not much time anymore.
Yep, last chance to ask any questions for the runner.
Yes, since the last race is coming up. But yeah, in general, I hope you enjoyed this. I already say that now since we're very close to the end. I think it's quite a bit of nostalgia for many people.
Yeah,
because I'm
sure.
pretty sure it's one of the, if not even the most popular Need for Speed title. Razor will punch me for saying that, but I just did. And I hope you enjoyed it, even though it's just a showcase. But as you've seen, the part to get to the Razor race, you'd have just seen pretty much the same thing, just with different races and on different difficulties over and over. So this is just pretty much a glimpse of how this game works.
According to Wikipedia, they sold 60 million copies of this game, and it looks like it was on loads of platforms, which explains why it's so widely available. But wow, that's pretty cool.
We didn't flip in the hospital, that's good for us.
Yeah, thanks to everyone in chat for watching us do this as well. It's really cool, actually. It's nice to be on this as a host as well. Just kind of seeing what happens in the background. It's pretty cool.
I will plug a bit more at the very end, though. So I was just saying that now. Don't you worry. Yes.
May I ask you a question?
What is it?
Why did you say I would punch you for that?
I don't know. Maybe you have a different opinion.
like one of the best. There are still a few others that I would recommend checking out, but yeah, this is still the favorite one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, in case you're wondering, I forgot to mention it. I'm playing this on PC with a widescreen HD texture fix. Else it would be 4x3 and not run very well. And so, just so you people know. But yeah, this is the end of the final race. We've beaten Razor and are the number 1 on the blacklist.
You better let that cutscene roll.
I let that cutscene play.
Good boy.
You'll never hold on to the number 1 spot. Not with me on your tail.
Don't talk to it.
If you want these, you're gonna have to take them.
It's over, Razor.
It ain't over until I say it's over.
Guys in the chat, it's not over. No GG yet. One second, after this cutscene.
You and me could have had a real good thing.
Where's the other guy?
He got away.
You mean to tell me the most wanted street racer happened to get away? What about the blacklist?
Forget the blacklist. They're through.
I want every single unit after the guy.
Everyone?
Everyone!
Everyone was important. And yeah, we're not done yet because everyone is after us now. Literally everyone. Heat level 6, a special heat level. Final escape, let's go. In our BMW. And it's very hard. Heat level 6 is even harder than heat level 5 also.
Hey, Hotshot. Hey, thanks for helping us out.
Hey,
We were
Hotshot.
able to pick up every blacklist racer thanks to you. Now, I'll take that into consideration if you give yourself up. So what's it gonna be?
Okay, now how are we gonna do this? Later we get a call that says we can't evade this pursuit normally, but by escaping or leaving the town. This is only possible after the 5-minute timer. What are we gonna do? We can do the chase normally. I hope I've seen... okay. Or we can go... I just say 2 words, bus stop. Everyone who played the game knows what I'm talking about, but you will see it in a second, hopefully, if nothing goes wrong. But after that you have a second to talk, since we just have to survive until minute 5.
Yeah, we have a donation as well, $10 from Anonymous. Thank you so much, the person that is Anonymous. So this is going to be pretty much the final call for the bid wars. So for the file name with bid war for Twilight Princess, currently in the lead is Awu with $55. You've also got Bruh at $50 and Kindness at $10. The other bid war for Twilight Princess is Epona name and the choice of Don't To $25, but also the Epona has gone up to $30 now, which is pretty cool. So that is in the lead currently. So last chance to donate for those particular goals. Besides that, we've also got some other goals. So Super Mario Galaxy 2, that is currently $50 out of $250 for that. And Mario Kart Deluxe is currently $5 out of $50 for that.
Okay, I was just to say, bus stop is normally pretty safe. You can stand up there, have a little stare off with the helicopter, and the cops can't reach you. Yes.
So they found a way up.
Yes, the only way it can screw you over is by... oh boy, helicopter, don't touch me. Is by clipping up to that. So, yeah. Which happens. Normally you would just be able to stand up there and wait until 4:20 and start to make your... Yeah, it's really 4:20. And make your way to the escape point. But since I had to leave it, I have to do it a bit normally now. It's not bad since it doesn't lose any time. It's just a bit more risky since I have to do this chase now normally. And also the chopper really hurts me as well.
Yeah, he's pretty aggressive on you this time.
Yes.
That's what I look like.
And the problem is... sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah. And the problem is the BMW is rather weak, as I said. It's weaker than the Golf, and especially the Nitrous. That means we have to save our Nitrous normally to keep our distance. And especially heat level 6, it's yet harder than heat level 5. So I just hope I'll be close when the time arrives.
I was just going to say we've had a $10 donation from Sabera. Thank you very much for that. Much appreciated. Ooh, let's push the choose opponent name back to Don't Woo for $35. Very nice indeed. Keep those donations coming in. Thank you so much.
Okay. As you see now, there's no cop near us, but the evade bar doesn't raises or doesn't go any higher. I hope I'm in time. I hope I'm not too early. Since the way only opens up when we are not too close at the 5-minute point, which should be fine. It's fine. Let's just hope, since backup just arrived, nothing screws us over.
Don't hang up. You can't go back to any of the safe houses. Cross knows about them.
Something like that, maybe.
Location is on your map.
Okay, we're still good, but we're still not safe.
It's the only way. Later.
By the way, time is maybe coming up. Time is coming up when I jump over the bridge. So, just so you know. It's still possible for cops to spawn here and screw up the jump, but we are safe in time. That was Need for Speed Most Wanted 2005, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. We are leaving Rockport now and entering... What is the name called of the city in Carbon? I forgot. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed it. I'm Synyadriel. I'm trying to stream a bit more in the future. All sorts of games. I have had Razor on my side. Thank you for doing that. Go leave him a follow as well. Razor's Edge X, I think. Is it on Twitch? Yeah. And yeah. That was it. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me skip this. Okay, never mind. And have a good one.